Okay then, right then, I'm joined by Ray Cashmere, recently arrived from down under, slightly warmer climes no doubt. Have you been to settle in, Ray? Obviously it's a bit of a culture shock, I would imagine, coming from what you've come from straight here in terms of weather-wise.
Yeah, the weather takes a bit to get used to, but everyone's been real helpful and settling in well.
That won't last. So, but obviously, were you aware, obviously coming over, you obviously knew there was going to be a fairly big swing in temperature, and to a point, the game's obviously quite a different game to some degree, because we play from February through to October, so you get a full span of weather. I mean, on an NRL season, generally you expect a fair amount of heat, wouldn't you? Don't expect that here. But, you know, were you aware that obviously the weather's going to play a big factor in a lot of the stuff you come up against next year?
To be honest, I haven't put a lot of thought into that, but now you mention it, sort of had a sort of situation like that in Australia, because I'm coming from Townsville where it was hot for most of the year. We'd often go to Auckland or Sydney or Melbourne where it's quite cold, so I'm used to different temperatures, and hopefully that'll hold me in good stead for this year.
Yeah, I think Sydney cold and Salford cold and slightly different. So obviously, how much did you know about like the competition and Super League and everything before it all happened? Did you see much over there, or were you completely? Yeah,
they play a couple of games on Fox Sports over there a week, which I had a look at every now and then, but to be honest, I don't know a great deal about Super League, and although obviously when I signed with Salford, I was always on their website checking out their progress and that, and just excited about being here.
Cool. So how long did the actual process take, like, you know, from when you became aware that Salford were interested to sign in July?
I think it was pretty quick, pretty quick process. As soon as they were interested, we sort of just went back and forth a couple of times, and within a few weeks I think it was pretty much sorted.
Because I know there was obviously the whole licence process, which I don't know how much you know about, but everyone was kind of waiting until like we got the green light for Super League, and I think pretty much the calls were starting to be made as soon as on the day of the licence. The first one they were after, really. So.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing I was sort of waiting on it. As soon as that was sorted, I knew I was coming.
So you come over, it's pretty early really for an Australian player to arrive in this country. Generally, they come. You mentioned the other week to me that, or last week even, that you wanted to get early to settle in and stuff. Was that always the key? Back in training on Monday to get everyone, like your family and everything, settled beforehand. Was that one of the reasons you touched down early?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to be here on the first day of training with all the other boys, and as you said, I've got a wife and a child, so I wanted to get a house and just didn't want to have to be worrying about that sort of thing when we've got to be training. You know, I wanted to be able to focus on training, so I'm glad we did it, and it's working out well.
Now, as a family settled, obviously it's a bit of a shock for them. You got to work every day, like, you know, you'll be training and stuff there. They're left at home looking at it going dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's, you know, are they going to be all settled and everything, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I've got a good wife in Sarah. She's a good mother, keeps the boy entertained, and in the same sort of area where we're living is John Wilshue's partner Alison, and she's become friends with her, and hopefully that she makes a few more friends and can sort of keep herself interested that way.
Yeah, once the season starts and everything, everyone starts getting to know each other. We've probably had a few more faces popping up around your way, I would have thought. So obviously you've been at up in Townsville for quite a while. Both in Super League and in the NRL, really, because obviously there's been quite a crossover now. There's quite a lot of NRL players coming over. Who would you say the best players you've come up against of late? Who would you not particularly look forward to playing against?
In the NRL, probably Greg Inglis. He's one of the best players. He's hard to manage. I don't know, front rows, Petros and Receivers a big hard bugger. Sam Thaiday is hard to tackle. He's almost impossible to get down. Anthony Watmo's similar. There's quite a few good players over there.
Do you find you prefer the games where it turns into a big forward battle?
Yeah, I like getting stuck in the forwards, and that's my job, and I enjoy it.
There'll be a few lads that get pointed out to you in various teams here that you'll be watching out for. I would have thought they'll make a few enemies fairly quickly if you're lucky. You know which ones to look out for. So anyway, like at Boiled Heroes, did you always want to play rugby league?
Oh, not always. When I was younger, I played soccer, and I played one season of Australian Football League, and then I started playing league when I was 11. Sort of just grew on me, and I've been playing ever since.
So you've always been. Were you actually from that area of Australia?
No, I grew up in Campbelltown, which is southwest of Sydney, about an hour southwest. And so I was a Western Suburbs Magpies junior, and then just grew up there and played reserve grade for quite a number of years, and then got a crack in first grade with West Tigers, and then North Queensland Cowboys spotted me, and I've been up there for the last 3 years.
So you used to relocating anyway to play, hadn't you?
We actually went to France for 5 months too. Played a stint at a club called Lesignan in France in the back end of 04 and the start of 05. And, so that was a good experience, and sort of the whole relocation thing, as you said, wasn't new to us, so that's good.
Yeah, good. So training starts Monday.
Yeah.
Everyone's back in, and most people back in, obviously the World Cup lads aren't here yet. Are you looking forward to getting to know all your new teammates and just generally getting back into the swing of things for the new season?
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to meet all the new boys and all the new personalities and just, as I said, getting stuck into training. I enjoy being fit, and I believe we've got one of the best jobs in the world, training as a rugby league player full time, and can't wait to get into it.
And obviously, with Bomber as coach, you'd be aware of Sean from his stint in the NRL as well as over here.
Yeah.
Very well respected coach in the Super League, and have you actually met him yet?
I haven't met him. He was trying to catch up with me in Sydney when he was there for the World Cup.
Yeah.
But the day he rang me, I was actually leaving, so I spoke to him on the phone a couple of times. Never had a face to face, but he seems like a real nice guy, and looking forward to playing under him.
Fantastic. Well, cheers for your time, Ray. Thanks for coming in, and obviously we'll speak to you as the close season goes on. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
No worries, mate.